This album is over 100 years old. It came from Italy. Brian, who lent it to me, said there could be something in here worth thousands of dollars. Today, we open it together. And what we find inside could be extraordinary. Woohoo! Let's go! Can't wait! So, I've opened up to the very first page. And here it goes. So, by the looks of it, Brian has added extra pages in here. So these ones are probably from the colonies. So we'll just have a quick look through these so we can get to the beginning of the Italian. These are quite nice. Oh, camels. I like camels. Very nice. Just come in a little touch more to get a better view. It's probably later in the, they're not too early, these ones. It's quite Italian colonies. Probably not as beautiful as the French colonies, but there's quite a lot of stamps here. Beautiful. No doubt some of these might be worth a bit of money as well. But I've got the SG catalogue open and ready for Italian. Again, I walked through his house and it basically looked at this and went, oh my gosh. It was just laying, it was actually on one of his shelves and I just saw how thick it was and thought, I'm going to pick that up and shoot a video on it. And he goes, yep, Jeff, there'll be a lot of gems in that one. You're going to be able to find some amazing stuff. Look at these elephants. I love these elephants. They look beautiful. Oh, look at these. Italians. These have to be worth something. Parma, Roman states. Look at those. Oh, look at this. There you go. Look, someone's done some work. So let's scoot in. Someone has put some prices on these. £10. So it'd be, near on $20. £100, nearly on $200. Look at that. That's mint too. That's beautiful. Oh my gosh. Look at these. Oh my gosh. £100, $200, £60, £900. Oh my God, look, there's two of them. And that one's stuck down. Oh my God, look at this one. This one is perforate. This is perforated. This one's not perforate. Oh my God, two of them. Oh my God, that is amazing. What stamp do you pull out worth £900, so $1,800 and go, oh, look at this stamp, and then go, oh, there's another one underneath it. It's probably, because it's imperforate, it's worth more. Unless that £900 for the imperforate and this one's a cheaper version, probably $500. That's insane. I've never seen stamps like this in my entire life. Now, the thing is, where do you find Roman states? It won't come under Roman states, I don't think. There's £450, £100, £20. That's insane. And these ones here, they're all stuck down, but I think if you want them out, you don't unglue them. So straight away, there's the expense just on these stamps here. That's incredible. And I think this is from a different book and Brian's just added them in. Look at this. This is just throwing this in loosely. Wow. Look at that. I mean, they're a bit rough on the back. There's some hinges and everything, but that's back in those days. Everyone used hinges. Look at that. That's imperforate. And when I say imperforate, it means no perforations, no little bumps. That even looks like, the way that's done looks like a book. And these ones are perforated. And I find that the imperforate is probably worth a little bit more. That's incredible. I wonder what these ones are. I'm just going to have a look over here on my right in my catalogue. And we've got a 10 center. Oh, I can't even tell. It's a bit hard, isn't it? I can't read them. All right, we have to look colour. Bistery. Is that bistery? How about blue? I've got blue. It's £65. Blue again. Well, there's two blues. That's just really doing me. £96. 40 a red. So there's that one, and it's Toronto or 40 cents. It's £500. And yellow. There's no yellow because the yellow is worth £2,250. Oh, but there's a yellow one up here. There's two yellow ones up here. It's got 20, like, I don't know, some of these prices. So that is the bistro. And these prices, I think, were put in many, many years ago, because in my 2014, or 15 now, because I have a new SG catalogue, I'm looking at them, and so head embossed, imperforate, or perforated others. So the imperforate is the 15 cents. Well, there's all of them are imperforated. And that's the bistro. So £400, $800. This one, the blue one, is, yeah, 130. The red one is 250, so $500 Australian. And this one here, 80 cents, 2,250, so $4,000. Now, of course, and everyone's going to be ringing me up and giving me a hard time. And as we've just recently watched on Silk on the Web's incredible video, the prices in an SG catalogue are for superb condition. And I can tell you right now, this is not superb condition. All right, that is well below average condition. But for a stamp that's well over, like this came out in 1862, so it's over near on, 150 years old. That's, a good condition, okay condition probably, and that there, you want to wash it, but yeah. So this stamp here, you get a fraction of the cost. But I mention the prices because I like to show scarcity, and that's insane. You're never going to get that price. I mean, you would be able to sell them. Yeah, anyone can buy these. Look at these ones here. And I'm just saying that because I've had a few people, write to me and point that out. And I really do know that, but I like to point the prices out for scarcity. I mean, honestly, I've never in my entire life seen these, and I bet you 90% of the people looking at this video have not seen these as well. So to say that, in a superb condition, that's worth £2,250, we've got it far less in superb condition, but oh my God, in superb condition, that stamp is worth that much. That is a phenomenal event right now showing you that. So, if you got those in your album, hey, you're still going to get 20 bucks for it. Like, people still want it to fill their hole, like the little space. I'd pay 20, 50 bucks to fill it. Even $100 I'd pay for that stamp just to fill that spot. I don't know where these are. I reckon they're £24 each. There's 3 of them. That's insane. It's just not one. I can't even see that in the book. These ones are quite nice. Again, look, 5,500. That's insane. 5,500 for this one here. 10 grand stamp. Now, again, not worth that because it's not, when superb condition, it'd be nice and clean. It would have all margins all around it. But that price is for use too. Look at that. That's insane. And the beauty about collections at the moment, they're selling a lot cheaper. So you get the ability to own something this beautiful for a fraction of the cost. And we are noticing now, and this is what dealers don't want you to know, is prices are falling because there's so much stock. I mean, there's so much stock on the market at the moment, so prices are falling. Look at this. How many of those? Wow. How much they are worth? 1 cent green? They're worth, £5 each. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These twos, brown, it's £3 each. Some heads. Now the beauty of what I like about these heads is you come down, look at this, look at that, those, and it's not a grill, they're a type of, see how they're like little triangle, like little squares or diamonds? These cancellations, you got the 2/8. So for Queensland, for instance, and I've studied, and there's a really good book for that, Bernie Manning, he did it, and every number is from a post office in Queensland or a railway station. So I'm guessing in Italy, this 28 is from a certain post office. So when you find that stamp, and people in Queensland collect the numbers on the stamps, and they want to get every single number for every single post office or railway station. Isn't that amazing? Here we go. I'm going to start on here. There's our 1, 2. So what I found, I'm thinking, is the stock is on the left page, and this is him trying to fill it all up. 48 pound, 9 pound. It's quite nice, isn't it? The red one. Oh, I wish I could read Italian now. I wish I studied a little bit harder at school. That's a 10 pound. The mauve is 52 pound. There's 2 lira. And well, that's 48 pound there, but in the Stanley Gibbons, 150 pound used. Mint, 37 pound, but yeah, it's a 300 Australian dollar stamp. That is insane. Right there. And again, don't beat me up. I know it's less than perfect, so you're not going to get that. And it's like it's been, oh no, that's not, I thought it was losing a perforation then, but it's not. It's just the cancellation. Look at these. You know what? I think I could collect every single country, but just the first, the first 20 years of their stamps. They're beautiful, aren't they? And look at these ones here. Now I reckon, I don't know where these would be. These would probably be at the back of the book. They look very much stamp duty. Give me 2 seconds to have a look. Yes, they are official stamps, but I can't find the cancelled ones of them. This one here is worth like £200 without the cancellation bit on it. But yeah, so Stanley Gibbons, a little bit harder for me to navigate. I'm still not 100%, but I'll get there. I'm not going to go through all the stamps on the side. Like they've got all these it'd be nice to have a look at, oh, look at this, 207. And look at that, it's different. But I'm just concentrating on the ones over here. And look at these ones, some nice heads here. And we've got, this would be the green 5 cent, 1 pound, red 2 pound, orange 1 pound, blue 10 pounds, so 20 Australian dollars. But that looks like it's been attacked. Looking a bit yellow, it need a good wash. I think every stamp in here would be a good wash. I wish we had the 30, these two here. And look at that, that is missing that one. So that one there, to tell you the truth, is the 30 cent brown, and that's worth $2,500 a pound, £2,500 used. So someone's taken that one. So people know, when they come into these albums, know what they're after. That one was never there at all. Look at these, are quite nice, aren't they? This is a 1 lira here. It's 42 Australian dollars. The 60, this one here is $80 Australian, $20 Australian, 46. There's some more stamps with far more. And what I find quite funny is amazing, I think I should say, is, like you see these like this one here and you think, wow, that's worth so much money. Well, just in case you haven't got enough of them, if you come over here, there's a couple more here. And then and there's another 1 lira here, and there's some more 5s, and then, yeah, there's multiple of these. So that's just crazy. So just in case you haven't got enough. There you go, look at all these. I'll just zoom out a bit so you can see them. These are all the copies. And again, look at these things. This one looks quite interesting. I wonder how much that one is. That's a 34 1 lira, brown and green. Oh, they're only 65 cents, so many of them, doesn't really matter. These are quite nice with the crosses and stuff on them. This one here is a 13 5 cent green, 3 pounds. Yeah, they're the 10s, the 25. I like this eagle. That eagle's really nice. That's 31, SG 31, or 63. And the design is number 31. And that is, what is that, 5? Yep, it's 5, 65 cents, 65p. So not much at all. And again, I think what's happened is Brian has found other pages from other books and just slipped them in, because these are smaller pages than the original 100-year-old album. But there's just so many of them. So I'm just going to go back to the main album. So again, there's just so much duplication. I'm just going to try and look at the main stamps. All going to be here all day. And we're just seeing the same stuff. Oh, that looks nice. Look at that. That's overprinted, so I'm not sure. So that looks like a design number 12, King Umberto the First. And I just can't see. All right, I can see the 2 overprinted on the green. All right, £65, so $130, and that's 28. The next one up, if you get the chance, $120. These here are quite nice, these crosses. So he's got a few of these ones, the 2. Well, that's design number 13, I think. No, it's got the 2 on the side here. So that's a different design. That's design 22. That's £4. This one's quite nice with the 5s in the corner. That's design 13. And that'd only be £3. And then got the 5 in the bottom corners. So those 5s in the bottom corners. So you see that? There's 4 corners that got the 5. Now you got 2 corners of the 5. That's design 24. That's just £2. Quite nice. And this is how you sort of try and get your way through them and just sort of try and identify them. You really got to look for these numbers in the sides and where they're located. I really like the look of that stamp. It's just not worth that much, is it? That's the 5 lira one. So the 5 lira, that's £8. If there was a 10 lira, that's worth a lot more. But there's not. Send. That one's quite nice, isn't it? I really like that. And that's design 30. That's only 1 cent. It's only 30p. Oh, there we go. That's that 5 lira again. And there's the 10 lira that's worth so much more. But it's not going to be paid out at all. This is quite nice. Look at this 2.5 lira. That's quite good. Look at this lira due. Yeah, that's a bit different as well. I'm not sure what that one is. Due. Is that a postage due or something? That's very different. See that? So the numbers just go here, but this one here is sticking out by itself. Number 21. I don't know what book that is from though. 21. I'm just trying to have a quick look in the SG. I don't know if it's an SG number or not. It's an old Davo album. Oh, here we go. Like, I'm just going to zoom out a bit just so you can have an appreciation of what I'm going through. Wow, look at that. Just stamps everywhere. Just copies. Wow. Someone went to a lot of work. I like how they've sorted them out into here. There we go. That's nice. Look at these ones. Oh, here's the overprint. 1905. All right, I've found this one here. Oh, a surge charge, C15. That's £2 stamp. This one here, I've seen these two. Are they mint? They are mint. 5 and 10 mint. Oh, whole £1, 20 each. The 5. What's this one? Oh, 15. 15. And that's, is that mint? No, mint is £43, but it's only $1.40. It's quite nice. I'm just going to move, yep, that a bit. They all look the same, don't they? It's quite good. I don't think anything sticks out. I'm just having a quick look down to see if there's anything that's really... I'm looking at the SG catalogue to say, hey, we should spot that one, but nothing's really sticking out at all. There's 1908 to 27, so it's going to be harder to find these because they're sporadically put across. That's a really nice pair there. Oh, look at this. I'm doing this because I know there's quite a few people that like stationery out there. So I just want you to appreciate that. If anyone can read it, it'd be good to type in the comments what that says. Oh, it's a pizza hotel, pizza for Ferrovia, Mrs. T.M. Green, Hotel de la Ville, Banioluca. That's just me trying to pronounce. Apologies, guys. Everyone's probably rocking back and forth going, Jeff, please don't say anything. That is a sensational stamp. That looks really, really good. And that should stick out. Yep, design number 45. That is, oh, it's mint too. So that's £12, $24 Australian. Is it stuck to the page? No, that will come out easy enough. This is quite a nice stamp as well, mint. And that is that 5? Yep, that's 5. That's £10, $20 stamp. This one here, if it was on here, the 15, is £41. That's a beautiful stamp with the horse. Love that. And I don't know where that would be. 1913. 2, oh yeah, see the 2 is overprinted on the 5. So it's used, £7.50. Worth more used, these ones. They're all £7.50, £7.50, so $15 stamps. They're gorgeous. You want to soak those in a bit. Apologies, I've got rain effects outside because it's actually raining. That is a sensational stamp. Let's deep dive into that one. Oh my gosh. Guys, look at that. Now, there's a lot of stamps missing from this album. That's fair enough. I mean, I'd be happy with what he's got so far. That's Design 54, SG 97, and used is what we want. It's £12, $24. Absolutely gorgeous. Love the eagle. Come down here. Now, I just tried to touch this before. It's stuck on an, oh yeah, that's okay. I can put that back, but I don't carry hinges. So I would tuck that back in there just so it doesn't get lost. Now look, I love the actual artwork on these. They're engraved, like it's engraved. Beautiful. A little bit dirty, the stamps, which is a shame. Like they've got a bit of a yellow tint to them, which is a bit of a shame. They're all used, which is, well, that one looks mint, which is a shame, but it's at £1.60, but the rest are all used. What is this, 10? No, it's 25. So we're missing the 10, the 15 and 2 25s. So £27 for, you know, 40, 50 bucks. And this one here is £16, so $30. Very nice stamps. Oh, we've got another envelope. So I'm just going to zoom out a little bit just to share this envelope because we have subscribers who enjoy envelopes. I think postal stationery is quite, you know, exciting, and a lot of people collect it. Now, if you went to Brian's place, he's got postal stationery everywhere. He really loves it, and I started collecting it for my favourite stamp, but I found that it takes up so much room. Like my albums are getting used so quickly, and like I was buying 2-page sheets to hold them into, and before I knew it, I filled an album up within a few weeks. I'm like, oh, I can't afford to keep doing this. The sheets, the album, you know, trying to store them costs more than everything else. That is a gorgeous stamp. This one here, the 40. Is that mint? Oh, unfortunately it's mint. Mint is £27, it's $50, but normally it's £43 used, so $80 used. This is gorgeous. Someone's written in there £26, but oh, it's just destroyed on the back. It's such a shame, isn't it? All that rust. Now, I could soak that in, and I probably would soak that in dishwashing liquid. I'll put it in warm water first, but then I'd put it in dishwashing liquid. I did that the other day. I don't know what's the price of it before I guess putting Milton on it, because you saw what happened to my kangaroo. That's £110, brand new, in superb condition. So to fill that spot, I think, you know, that's a fair price, £26 for that condition. But I'd wash it in detergent. I would not put that in Milton because of the red. I think it'd fade away too quickly. If I had more than one of those stamps, I probably would. But no, I just soak it for a little while with just, you know, good dish palm olive. All right, got the heads. Not too exciting, especially not after seeing those two stamps, especially this one here. Excuse me. All right, here we go. We've got two. That's a nice looking stamp. Is that an eagle? Again, an eagle. It's got £2.50 and this one's £17. Again, this just looks very dirty on the outside, but a very different type of stamp, especially the writing. See the writing? It's quite interesting, actually. I really like it. I just have a look at the prices. Design 74 is that one there, and that is £14. And then that 5 lira, oh my gosh, used, and that is used, £70. So that's incorrect, but with the condition, that's probably correct. £70 stamp though, 140 Australian dollars. I love the little planes. Let's get a little bit closer because and I'm doing this, guys. Like I'm not trying to say, oh wow, I don't own these. These are Brian's. And you could buy these in collections so much cheaper than if you bought them singly. I just like the little planes, and we're appreciating the rarity of it. And that's the thing. If you want to buy a whole heap of rare stamps, if you're doing a collection in the country, and this is my advice to you if you're trying to do this, it is cheaper, and I'm going to do a video soon, it is cheaper if you want a whole lot of really good, like expensive stamps, it's cheaper to buy a whole album like this than to buy every stamp individually. That is my 2 cents for you today. So if you go along, there you go, it's a bit more postal history. If you go along to, and I recommend everyone goes to some stamp clubs as soon as possible. So much gear is coming, so many albums are coming onto the market, and you're going to get all the stamps you need to fill your collection. And I'll tell you, you only have to pull a few of them out and sell them, and you get your money back. These are quite nice. I like those, all engraved. Again, I'm just going to have a quick look to see. Oh, yep, it's design 82. Yeah, they're around £1-2. That's not much. Yeah, these ones here are £2 if they're all used. Yep. These are quite nice. I like these. I'm just trying to see if I can see where they are put. Oh, yep, I've seen these ones. And again, the 5 lira is the most, and it's not there. I think we've only recently just seen this stamp in another collection, and it's quite nice. I really like that stamp. It's only £1.20, but I really love it. That's a nice building stamp. Not sure where that one's from. It's quite nice, isn't it? What is it? 60 red, brown red. Oh, they're mint. Used, they're 10 times more. It's only £3, but used it's 10 times more. Oh, another cover. Love covers. And the beauty about covers now is if you go inside them, like you got to look through them, and that's what Brian's taught me. He goes, always try and look through them, like hold them up to the light and see if you can see anything inside, because we recently found an envelope to the king, like a king sent someone their own mail. It was amazing. Now I'm not going to go to the side. On the other side of these pages, it's got heaps of stock, but it's really just a copy of everything I'm going to show you now. Look at this one here. This is, oh my God, this guy looks a bit weird. Sorry if you love him to death. I apologize. The one worth the most is this one here, which is $16, $10. That's a really good condition. These perfs up here are a bit shoddy. This is just no good. There's missing perfs. It's dirty. This corner's a bit had it. That's really nice. Again, I don't know if I'm going to be going through these heads. I don't know if it's really worth the time. I don't think it'd be worth that much. A quick look. Oh, wait a minute. Is there a red one? This one here. That's worth, if it's used, 2265. That's the one worth the most. So this one's 55. Oh yeah, so it's $28 Australian. 175 is 55 cents. Dope. Oh well, that's okay. Good look. Oh, a couple more envelopes. I'm going to just go to the side. I just want to get these envelopes. Oh, that's nice. I love that stamp on it too. Quite good. Is that it? Oh, it looks a bit, oh yeah. There's another envelope. Oops. It's great, isn't it? Problem with some of these envelopes though is you got to figure out how much it costs to send the envelope, and if they put too much postage on them, collectors don't want them because they just want, you know, what's meant to be used. Again, these are just copies here, hopefully the better versions of each. They look amazing. Let's just get down and have a look. Look at that. Look at that. In armour. Oh my God. I could do that. I'd love that stamp in my collection. And when I say collection, I mean my collection of, you know, my anything I love to collect collection. One day. That's a $13 stamp. These are quite nice. These are knights in shining armour as well. I love these type of things. It's like the Musketeer stamps I showed you that I put in my album. These here, I'd collect this whole set, I think. And you're not going to afford these these ones up here because they're so expensive. But the 125, that's 10. 75, that's $10. $10. Here we go. It's just one building. And oh yeah, that one there's £2, $4 Australian. Here we go. I'm just gonna whip up again. Whole heap of things. You probably hear that plane. That's the F-18 or a Super Hornet. Probably F-18 Super Hornet. Anzac Day this morning, so I was down there for dawn service. It was great. I've lost 15 kilos, so I've got my old uniform back on. First time I've worn that in quite a few years. It's quite nice. Though I'm a little bit tired now, but I thought, you know what, would wake me up looking through some stamps. That's a shame. See that they've written on that stamp? If you write on a stamp, it, you know, I know post offices just draw on them. It just devalues them so quickly. I don't know what type of dog this is. It's a weird looking dog. I'm not even sure where it is in the book here. I was going to say I wouldn't miss it if I try to look at it. 1929. Weird looking dog stamp. Here it is. Weird look. It's designed 98. So yeah, 20p. All these stamps are not worth that much unless you're up around this here, 25, 50. This one here, 20. Yep. So the higher values, $30 Australian, $6 Australian. The rest are pretty cheap. Well, here I'm pointing at them and you can't see them. Apologies. These two are worth the most. This one's been taken, as you can see. This one here and this one. So this one is worth, again, the green, $30 Australian, $6 Australian. I've got my camera now, my phone up, showing me the feed of what you're seeing when I shoot, but I keep on looking at the stamps and not that. So I've got to get better at that. Oh, look at this. This one here. Used, that's worth $28, but just mint is $6. Here we go. So we're just going to zoom out a bit just to show you what's on the page. There's just so many stamps. Oh, look at these. Again, knights. Oh, I just love this stuff. I read a lot of, a lot of science fiction fantasy, so I really like knights. Really cool stuff. Now, I reckon that would be worth the most because it's 2 lira. And normally the more expensive a stamp, they're worth more because people in the day couldn't afford to spend 2 lira on a stamp. to send them. You know, it's like a big parcel. People didn't have the money to send big parcels around. And if they did, they got sent through the post and they'd get destroyed because they're on big parcels. So, you know, it'd never work. I can't really see these anywhere. I don't know if they've just jumped ahead. 1930. Just having a quick look. I think it could be. I know where these ones are. So, oh yeah, I found them. I think 125. No, the blue. Yep, is $14 Australian. The 5 lira is, yeah, 5 lira is worth the most. That's used $320. The blue, yep, it's worth a good amount. Yeah, and the rest, anything below that, it's not worth that much. These are quite nice, but it goes £2, £2, £2. The 30 cent is 8, and then 2, 15, and then the 5. Oh, the blue here is 15 again, and then it goes berserk. 500, 500, 600, $600. Oh, wow, bit of Christianity. It's quite nice. And again, I think the most expensive is this one here. It's normally $400 Australian. The only other one that's worth anything are these two on the side, and it's $24 and $18. So we've found quite a lot of value in this album. Now, if you know, it'd be near impossible to collect these yourself, to try and, you know, do anything, you know, to try and build this collection up. But if you just bought it in one big collection, it'd be so much easier. So really now what I think we're going to do is let's look for the bigger values. Oh, I love ships. Love that. Sailing ship. Oh, that's beautiful. And again, this one here is worth $15. Though it's a little bit dirty. Well, I reckon this set will look nice. It's nice horses. 1932. It's very nice, isn't it? And again, these ones up here are worth the most. This one here is only worth £2, $4. I've seen these before. They look quite good, don't they? Very nice. 1933. And the only one really worth anything is this one here, is $14. It's a bit dirty. Nice looking stamps, eh? Again, there's a couple pages worth of duplication. I'm not going to go through all the duplicates. We'll just go through the album. Now, a lot of people are probably going, you know, why do you keep the duplicates? Now, you're going to see when I show you my German album, there is so many specialties, thicknesses. So just unbelievable. I've been working most mornings on it. 35 cent blue, this one here is worth $22 Australian. 60 brown, this one here is worth $15. $9. Is that violet? It's violet, nice ships. $13. 4, and then they jump in belly. Look at that, it's really nice. I really like that horse. I tell you, if anyone finds any good armor, you know, early engraved armor like swords and musketeers and that sort of stamps, let me know and where I can find them all. You can tell me and I'll search them out, because I'd like to do all those. I never really thought about doing themes, but I really like those sort of the armor and that. I really love going to France and seeing their military museum. If you haven't done it, make it a point to go, especially if you like that sort of stuff. 1934. That's the 10 cent, yeah. A couple of gents. This one here is worth the most, $6 used. Again, they're worth more used. There we go. All right, we're getting into the war now. Wow. A bit of propaganda type thing, isn't it? It looks like McDonald's, but I know it's not. Here we go. Come and join and fight. Wow, these look really cool. Look at that. Army. Very nice. Very cool indeed. And this one here is worth $10, $11, which is quite cool. Wow, I love these ones. I'm just trying to have a look, see if I can see them. What year is that? 1934. Oh yeah. So these two, wait one sec. Boys just got up, so just heard the F-18 Super Hornet and goes, "Oh, Dad, did you hear?" And I'm like, "Yes, mate." We all heard. This and this are worth the big money. And these ones here are, you know, $10, $20 each. So it just shows you that the higher values, like I said, you know, very hard to buy those or find them because they'd never survive on big parcels and people couldn't really afford to send that, especially that time. And if they sent parcels to the front, normally that mail was free. There we go. Nice bit of memorabilia to Hawaii. There we go. Look at that. The artwork is just without a doubt next level. Honestly, this is the time. This is the stuff you want to collect as a stamp collector. All these are worth quite a lot. Mint. That's used. I thought it was mint there for a sec. But the 30-cent brown, that's $15. And the 125 lira, there we go, is 18. But mint quite a lot more. I don't know if you can see. I'll see if I can zoom in a bit more. Or is that it? You can. See the little planes? There's little planes flying in the sky. Looks very cool. It's just amazing. Don't you just love stamps? I think a lot of people, they just go, you know, how can you do this, Jeff? And it's like, I'm like, straight back at him, and it's like, how can you not? Like, it just does my head in. This one is probably worth the most at $7 used. These are quite nice. The design's slowly changing, getting a little bit more modern, less war-y type. Oh, there we go. Another piece of postal history. Roma. That's very cool. What have we got up here? They look quite nice, don't they? Look like a general or Caesar or someone like that. Quite nice. They're very, very cool. And I'm just trying to think, I bet these two are worth quite a fortune. $260 and $320, but they're both missing. And the rest, yeah, a few bucks, 10, you know, works really $10, $15, 10, 8, goes down like that. So basically in the back of our heads, if we see any of the large lira of Italian stamps, then you know you've got a bargain. And that's what I'm really basically saying to you is like, these are the ones that are going to be harder to find. So when you look at a collection, just go, all right, these are normally missing, and if they're filled, you got yourself a bargain. Sometimes also the second, like you'll find the second stamp is worth something as well, but that's a lot. It's not really this country, but a lot of other countries. Oh, this guy's done some work trying to find all these, hasn't he? Look at that, very nice. 1920, wow, very cool. All right, let's just have a look at some of these. 1938, quite nice. Is that 125 lira is worth the most at about $10. Oh, it's mint. If it's used, it's $10. Mint is $5. So they really flip-flop around the prices on these. So sometimes it's used are worth more than mint. These are very nice. Well, they'd be probably worth the most at 50 cents. What's your gamble bet? 50 cents is worth, no, it's not worth that much. It's just missing, that's all. Look at these. They look quite nice too, don't they? 15 lira. Is it 5 lira? That'd be worth. This 2.5 would be worth something. Yeah, it's $44, $80 Australian. £44, $80 Australian. Oh, I thought that was blank. There's really a stamp sitting there. I thought that was, me in my head. That's 80 Australian dollars. And then 9. So those two are very rare. Oh, trains. Trains are very cool, aren't they? Like that's a lot of people collect those. And it's just this one here's worth any $9 Australian. Again, there's heaps on the left-hand side here. Look at that. See, I could collect that. That's beautiful. Oh, there's German. That'd fit right in with my German collection. Wow. So Italy when German occupied. I didn't even think about collecting ones like this. This one's worth the most here at 22 Australian dollars used. That is just beautiful. And used, they're worth the most. So I might have to get those mint. Quite nice. Not as nice as the German occupation stamps. I've got a whole heap of I feel guilty not showing it all to you, like the whole page, but it's just all duplication, and you know, what are you going to get out of that? So I won't waste your time, though. How can you waste your time looking at stamps? Now, I need you to tell me, what is this? I keep seeing it. What type of dog is this? What's it? There's humans. Oh, I've heard a story about this. What is that story? Oh, it's killing me. Romulus, isn't it? Remus and the Wolf. Oh, there's a big story about it. I've got to look it up. Wait one sec. Oh, I haven't got my phone because it's plugged in. But I bet you everyone's going to tell me about the story. I just can't recall the details, and I don't want to go half cocked and go, oh, it's this, and then get it wrong. So there's nothing worse than stuffing a story up. It's myth or legend or something, isn't it? Oh, look at these. I'm just going to zoom out, show you all the duplication of this. And again, these have just been inserted into the book as extras or stuck into the back of the other page. Here we go. I'm not much of a small stamp sort of person, like all these. And really, all these used stamps are worth 10p, 20p. Like, they're not really worth that much at all. I don't find them that interesting. These two I find very interesting. I think the design on those is second to none. It's beautiful. Compared to the other ones, these are great. That is beautiful too. 100 lira, I reckon it must be worth something. Yep, $9. Mint, it's worth $1,100. These two aren't worth anything. But they don't have to be worth anything for me to appreciate them. And again, I'm just zooming out to show you there's more duplication. So really with the duplication, if there's anything worth, you know, hopefully you can build some sets and sell them off just to pay for the purchase. And that's what you can do. If you can buy a big book like this and they've got extras in them, you sell the extras to pay for what you bought so then you can buy more. And I'm not into buying and selling, but it helps to buy more. I'm into buying and I sell to buy more. Colours, one's faded. Could be because that's older than that one. I don't think that'd be worth much. Mint. 1946. Medieval Italian republics. You got the 1 lira. Yeah, they're all, yeah, this one is worth something here. And that's only a couple of dollars. But designs are beautiful. It'd be nice if it was two-tone. These look nice. They're not two-tone per se. They're, you know, technically they are, but not the type of two-tone that I talk about or that you see me gushing over every 5 seconds. The 30 lira is the one worth something. So 30 lira Graham bisque. I don't think that's there at all. No, just trying to find it, but I've got this one here, 1948, and that's worth $7. That's nice. I really like selvage on stamps. Like, that's so nice. Someone told me, because I keep touching the stamps with my fingers, and I apologise. I just did it to show you. I got to remember not to do it. Not my stamps. $6. So £6, $12 mint. That's £3, $6. This one here. Oh, that's £18 mint. To 36 Australian dollars. Really, it's just a little bit less, but market dips up and down the exchange rate. I always just double it. It's so much easier than getting the calculator out and going, oh, it's 10% lower than that. These are quite nice. I love these battles. It's like a revolution or something. 1948. Centenary of Revolution of 1848. All right, so they had a revolution in 1848, and that's a centenary, 100 years after the fact. And really the only one worth anything will be the big one. Well, it's this one here. We got it. 100 lira. And that's £30, $60 stamp. And it's fairly good condition. Well, it's a little bit dirty. A good little wash would be nice in soap suds. The rest are 20. The red, this one here is worth a bit. So it's funny which ones are a bit rarer. That looks the nicest. I love the black. I love the cancellation. That looks like a weird design. It looks like a key, doesn't it? Like a special key or something. It must mean something. What was this? The Biennial Art Exhibition, Venice. There you go. And my key is not worth that much at all. 30p. But it's very nice. I love this little guy here. This one is a spike in value, £3, $6. This one here, mint, is £120. Wow. But again, in superb condition. That's very nice. I love castles. Oh, I'm reading that right. That's 100 lira. As a 100 lira stamp, right? And that use is £160. So it's a $320 stamp. Mint is a $1,000 stamp. There you go. Needle in a haystack. This is what we hear today, people. To find things like that. And I tell you what, I would have just, we would just skip by that, thinking it's just a common old stamp and going, yeah, it's beautiful, I like that castle, pull it out, wash it, and then, might make a mistake and rip it and go, oh, don't worry, I'll get another one, and never see it again. But looking at the prices, you sort of say, well, that's $320. So I treat that really nice when I wash it, and just wash it by itself, not with 100 other stamps, and just watch it and make sure it does it well. So that's why we're here. This is why I'm trying to sort of, read out the prices, just so you know. This one here is $15 stamp, and this one here, $12. Wow, can't believe that. Oh, there's a bit of postage memorabilia there. That looks quite nice. I want to zoom out a little bit. That's very nice. Wow. So, this album is hiding a fortune. Like, that is just a classic way of, having to find a fortune. And I think this is what a lot of people have a problem selling albums. You don't know what you're selling. You don't know what you don't know. And a lot of stamp collectors, to us, we're never going to sell our albums because we love them. And we put so much work into them that for us to even contemplate selling them before we die is like, why would I do that? I want to look at them over and over again. So when our partners and our kids get these things, they're like, oh, they're not worth that much. He's always talked about it, saying they could be worth something. But they just try and take them to a dealer. A dealer offers them a low price, and then all of a sudden, the dealer walks away with a great bargain, and the family miss out on all the money that we've invested all over the years. Now that one's used. I really like that because it's got ship in it. It's 20 lira. That's a $60 stamp. Far more mint. $52.15. So that set is, that's 24 mint. Worth a bit of money, that set. These are mostly all single stamps. So you will find those just all sitting by themselves And I don't know if anything stands out. That's used, nah, $9. The snake, oh, that's $42. Wow. Wow. This one here is $26. I can't really say, oh yeah, it's $9. This one here is $9. We're going to continue. That's a bit of a weird design building, but for $56, I'll keep it. It is rare, $6. And oh my God, $110. Mint is $380. See, it's hiding. You know, this is hiding a fortune, this book. And that's what Brian said. He goes, check these prices out, you won't believe them. He goes, see if you can find it. Tell me what you think. And this is why he's got it in his own sort of, this album was in his own collection. So this one here, oh, it's only $6. $6. This guy looks a bit boring. $6, $7. Meh. You could say these are two-tone, but not great two-tone. But if there's a 50, oh, that 55, well, that's great now because it's a $72 stamp. That mint is £280. I mean, £140, so $280. So yeah, it's pretty good. That's a pretty good two-tone. All right, I'm just going to show you again. Like, wow, heaps of. Oh, it's just heaps of repetition. And the beauty about this repetition, oh, I wonder if we got that hidden stamp back there. Remember that really expensive stamp? I'll just, oh, no. I was going to wonder if there was a lot of repetition of that stamp. It would be funny if there's a whole heap of them. I'd have to tell Brian and say, hey mate, you really hit the jackpot. There's a huge fortune. Well, I think he did anyway with the price he paid. No doubt he wouldn't have paid full price. Look at these are nice. That's $11, so everything goes down before that. But yeah, that's $11 right there. But the engraving work on this is just superb. Look at that. Absolutely superb. I think I've just got to close in on these a lot more so you can enjoy them, the artwork. I've got to come out a little bit because I'm not going to be able to move this album back and forth. Look at those. You can't just say these aren't beautiful, can you? They're beautiful. I don't think I've ever gone through an Italian catalogue before. That's why I really enjoy Brian. He's just like, he's opening my eyes up to a lot of different countries, you know. And before this, I never really collected countries, but now I'm like, wow, $6. And I think, oh, look at this car here. That looks really futuristic. It would look futuristic back in 1951, that car. People looked at it and went, oh my God, that looks amazing. I don't think you can see it that well. Let me just zoom in and show you what I mean. Oh. See what I mean? It's insane, isn't it? That's quite nice too. This one here, it's $11 stamp too. I lost my train of thought. It's funny, I start talking and then I see something beautiful and go, oh my gosh. Oh my God, there you go. This one here. So this one here, I wish there was, like there's a whole heap of extras on the other side, but not this one. Guess how much that is? £75, $150. Again, I understand you're not going to get the full price, but wow. Wow, wow, wow. That is a hidden fortune. That one's £3, so $6, but that mint is £130, so $260. And again, I'm saying the price, and I'm like a broken record, because half of you will come back to me going, Jeff, you're not going to be able to get that. I understand that. Please. I love the sailing ship here. It was $6. The bike rider, $9. The weird looking, that's just weird, isn't it? $7. This one here, £65, $130. Again, Wow. I just can't believe it. My God. This is how you have to buy. You got to buy in a collection because you save so much more money. That is a wild, pardon, that's a wild looking stamp. These two are really nice. That's like more of the two-tone that I like. Not perfect, but it's still very, very nice. This one is worth a fair bit. These are $6 each. It's like I'm gonna have to do a part 2 to this video. I'm not even halfway through the book. It's just insane. Sorry if I'm going too slow, guys. I might have to slow down on the prices and just have a look, but I just love that whole feeling of finding something amazing. $34, that one. This one here, $20. And they're all online, so, you know, as I open the page, you can just look in the book real quick and just read the price off the page. There is a lot of spaces in here. I mean, the pages aren't 100% perfect, like toning's coming in. Me personally, if I took this collection on, I'd want to get another Davo album, and then I'd get little cutouts, like the little plastic sleeves, and stick them on each one and then fill them in. I've never done a book like this. I think it'd be a lot of fun. Especially if I could sort of say to myself, I do not want to find all the specialist versions. This is Roma, and that's a $14 stamp. I love it. It's got the tank and the plane and that. Yeah, I was thinking of doing a video on how to start a stamp collection cheaply, and just let me know what you think. You know, like, I don't know. I think it's a good idea, and I've never done it myself. So I'd like to do it, but I'd like to do it on a much smaller scale. I need to find a country that's small, that's not continuing. It's got cheap stamps, so I can fill it quite easily. You know, you want to get a few good ones, but stamps I like, you know, like those two-tone. Probably a French colony might be nice. Actually, that'd be a really good idea. Do a French colony. So what I do, I found this great website that has these pages you can print out. So instead of buying the pages, I can show you all how to print them out. Look at those two. They are gorgeous. 1954. Beautiful. So yeah, so you can find the pages and print them out. I just want to find these stamps real quick to see what they're worth, but I don't think they'd be worth that much. Yeah, $3, that one. But yeah, you can print these out for free. And then I did some research to find the grain paper, because if you feel this paper, it's thicker than normal paper that you buy for the printer. And then I think I'd have to, you know, I could print it at home, but I'd want the black to come out even. So I think I would take the disc. We've got a place over here called Officeworks. So I'd download the program, and all these people build these sheets up with, you know, set them all out nicely. So I'd take that in, buy the paper, give it to them, or I can even just ask them to put it onto the thicker paper, and you can get paper that's got a pH level that does not attack your stamps. So I'd get, you know, I'd try and show people how to do that, what to buy, things like that, print it all out, and then I'd have to put holes in them nicely, but I want the holes not to fall apart. And I've got enough of these albums come through that I can put those sheets into an album, a good quality one, and then I'd cut out the little sleeves to fit. I don't think I could bring myself to use hinges. I suppose it'd be okay to hinge a hinge stamp. I think I could do that, but you know, who hinges these days? Who thinks it's sacrilege? I've always thought it was, but once you've saved a stamp, you know, you don't want to hinge it again. But it's cheaper than, you know, do I do the album really cheap and go, hey everyone, this is how we do it? I like these. They're really nice. 1956 Olympics. $7, 2 of them. So yeah, you know, I'd use those, I can't even think what they're called, but you come in long strips and you get like a cutter. So you measure, you can buy these strips that are that wide, that height. They all come in different heights. And then you get a little cutting machine. You go, all right, measure it and then cut it. And then you stick them on there and then you slip the stamp in. And it protects the stamp again. And then you can buy a pen, like a sealing pen, and you can seal the stamp in there. So It can't ever get caught out. I think it'd be nice. I think doing a collection like that would be fun because you're finding something and putting it in there. And I'm not worried about mint or used or, oh, this is missing perfs or whatever. Or, you know, every time you find a better stamp, you replace it. But, you know, you build that collection. And I know a lot of you do that. And I think I want to do that too because I've never done that. And I'm finding with the Germany collection, my OCD, and I say OCD in the fun sense, I'm spending a lot of time just finding all the different variations, and everyone's going, show us what you got. Where are you up to? It's like, man, I'm still trying to find the 10 variations of this one stamp because you got thicknesses, you got everything. It's just unbelievable. I mean, there's a set of stamps in Germany that the watermark is one. The watermark 2 is both sideways, X and Y or something. So sideways and vertical. So you got to find that stamp twice with the watermarks, different versions. And then you got different perforations, and then you got thicknesses of the paper, and yeah, I love getting that technical, but I'd like to do a collection that I'm not that technical and just go, oh, that was great. And at the end, the collection probably wouldn't be worth that much. Look at these, love those. So yeah, I thought that might be good, you know, to sort of show people how to do it on the cheap. And then, yeah, what do you think? You tell me. I know I've got a couple other video ideas that I want to put out. I want to sort of, I've got an idea on best way to sell your collection. And it's going to be, I'm going to talk about that. And it's going to be effort versus price. So low effort, low price, high effort, high price. It's like anything you do in life. These are quite nice. I like the designs. I love these dots when they're closer, that's darker, and when they're spread out, they're lighter. Wow. That looks cool. So I don't think a lot of these stamps now are worth that much. There might have been a few that got through the hoop, but everything's looking fairly cheap now. So we're just appreciating the designs. That's nice. These are nice. I've seen these a fair bit. What is it, 1961? Quite nice. Yeah, like 20, 30p. Wow. Oh, this one here. This one here is worth $22. There you go. Used. I've seen this stamp before. Now I'm starting to look at stamps and going, oh, I've seen these before. It's funny, when I first started this channel, it only took me a few weeks to shoot my entire collection, and after that I ran out of material. So then I was going down to the auction house and picking up boxes of stuff and trying to make videos out of it. And a few of you give me a hard time about it because it was just not very good stuff. I don't blame you, because I found a lot of it wasn't either, but I was just trying to enjoy the hunt, the search. But now we've got all these beautiful albums from Brian, and I've just had another person, Philip James. He's offered to get me to shoot some of his videos because he has a lot of people that he rings up and tries to talk to him about albums that have just come into his hands. And people are like, oh, I'll see it next time. And he goes, well, I'm not going to keep it until next time. Like, I won't be down there for 3-4 months, and I'll show it to another 20-50 people before then. So he said it would help that the album was online, and then he could provide a link to people, which helps me in turn because people watch my videos and they find my channel and go, oh, I never knew this existed. Which brings me to a point, and I've just thought of that point right now, so I didn't lead up to it or anything like that, was if you do belong to a club, or if you've got some friends who are stamp collectors, I love you to give them a shout out and tell them about my channel. You know, if they could subscribe, it'd be fantastic. They don't have to, but it helps. And tell them to, I love everyone to comment. I don't mind if it comes across a bit rude by mistake. I'm not going to take offense. I will not attack you in the comments. If you want to tell me what I'm doing wrong or right, let me know. I promise you I will not attack you. As long as you're not swearing. Quite nice flowers. And best thing too is a little bell. I don't know if anyone knows this, but there's a little bell on the videos. I was reading this the other day and it sort of said that I should remind people to push the bell. So when a video comes out, it will ring. Now, a lot of you know that I sort of try and push out 3 videos a week, or I'm trying to get to that. So Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Now, they'll be different around the world, but it's fairly regular. And I'll try and keep that up as long as possible. I've got videos shot for the next 2 to 3 months. And I should be able to do that for a whole year. And that's really just to make sure that people see my stuff. I'm just trying to build the channel and build, the audience, and hopefully get as many people back to collecting as possible. The amount of beautiful emails I've received from people, donations as well. Thank you so much to people that have bought me coffees or they've sent me money, like the Google like stuff. I've got a couple $100 now, which is just fantastic. It's paid for all the postage. Brian's helping out with postage as well, so he gets a lot of it, so he helps me out at a bargain basement price. So it just makes it easy for me to send stamps to people. At the moment, the Girl Guides, there's a Girl Guides club in America who want to get more stamps. That's amazing. So I'm going to be sending that, and I've got one of the subscribers in America. He's going to send some stamps to him as well, which is fantastic. I think trying to get our young people into stamp collecting is the most important thing. I also want to start getting veterans into stamp collecting. Look at that. That is unreal. Oh, and that one there. So probably one of my things I got in the back of my head that I want to try and come up with a cheap way of collecting stamps, because there's a lot of veterans on medical benefits and they're struggling with PTSD and mental health issues. And I don't know about you guys, but I find for mental health, stamp collecting is phenomenal. It makes you stop thinking, it makes you concentrate on something different, and makes you just engage. And you get to join clubs and meet people and talk about things. Not just stamps, but life. So I'm going to try and get involved with the RSL and see if I can do a presentation. And then if RSL can fund me a bit, I'll do up a whole heap of grab bags. Try and get a whole heap of albums, turn up, tweezers and magnifying glasses, and then walk through and teach people how to collect stamps. And we all know you don't need a degree to collect stamps. You just need the confidence to know that whatever way you want to collect stamps is the right way. And I think that's the message we all need to push. There's a few bullies in stamp collecting. And I say few because they're out there and we know it. And they always like to say how they collect is the right way and everyone else is doing it not as well. And I tell you what, Shani's taught me that bird stamps are absolutely amazing. And Brian and John and Roger and a whole heap of people have got me into German collecting and envelopes, and now look at me, like here I am looking Italian stamps going, oh my God, these are beautiful. They're cool. And we're looking through them all and going, wow, this is amazing. 74, that's cool. So there's no right or wrong reason. Like, I think you just got to have an open mind, really. If you've got an open mind for stamp collecting, you're set. And I don't think anyone has a right to tell someone how they should collect. But everyone's got a right to ask a question for help. And I think we all need to help people. And we need to let people know it's okay to collect what they want or to collect how they want. I think it's something I want to push on this channel, that no right or wrong reason. And the bullies can go collect how they want. Just keep their forward or direct way of telling people to themselves. There's a couple of dealers I know that they just wreck the hobby for everybody. And being dealers, I think you've got to be exceptionally nice because you're trying to stay in business. But you meet someone like Brian or Philip James, and I tell you what, unbelievable dealers. Look at that. That's just amazing. I tell you, if you want to sell stamps, Philip James is probably the most honest one of them, him and Brian, without doubt Brian, but I mean, Philip drives everywhere, and he's younger at the moment, so he's got an ability to drive around and offer you really good prices. But Brian also pays good prices as well, so they're both very honest, upfront people. I heard a story, there's dealers now charging people $250 to drive to their house to look at their collections before selling them. So you got to pay them $250 to drive over, look at your collection. Now, if they offer you $500 for the collection, that's part of the $250. So, it's just unbelievable. So what I'm saying is, if they go over, don't buy your collection, you got to pay them $250 so they make their money for their time. And you know what? The older you get, the more you find that time goes so quickly and it's valuable. And they've spent years studying stamps, and if you don't know how much stamps are worth, then you'd have to expect to pay someone for their time. But if you sell it to them, then they'll give you $500 and you don't have to do the $250. So I suppose the $250's on, they've really just paid you $750, but you've paid them it makes no sense. But then again, this is how they make money. And that's why I want to do a video on how to sell your collection. But these are amazing. I think the value's all in the beginning of the album. Some nice stamps there. There's none down the bottom. Might just come up a bit. Just looks a little bit crooked there. I'm just trying to do that and just zoom in just a little bit. Oh my gosh. Zoom back out. It's a lot of repetition. Look at that. Oops. There we go. Just the one stamp there. Now, I said to Brian, it was funny. I said, I'm going to make sure I tell people on the camera that none of these collections are for sale. And he goes, oh, everything's for sale, mate. I just laughed. He goes, I haven't looked at that collection for a good 10 years. It's just sat on the shelf. He goes, someone might be able to find some fun in it again. So I think what you can do is you can, if you're interested in this, then you can make him an offer. And say, the Italian collection that Jeff showed, I offer you this. What do you say? This book, unfortunately, is so big that I don't reckon you could send it overseas. And I think if you're in Europe and having my overseas subscribers, inform me of prices over in Europe. I think you could get this a lot cheaper than Australia. So this album's made a long journey, but it's not going to go back over again, especially after being in the Queensland weather. All right, there's less stamps on these pages. I don't want to waste everyone's time. I like the horses. Very nice. All right, hold on one sec. Well, I've just had the best phone call ever. I just had Philip James ring me up. I did my application for the Brisbane Coin and Stamp Show, and he is liked my email or my application. Thank you very much to Exploring Stamps for his Graham for giving me his information on how he goes about getting into stamp shows to film through the press secretary. So I haven't got the okay yet, but he enjoyed the email. It's going to help him move forward. And the beauty about that is I've got the president, you know, he thinks it's the way to go forward. Use social media to get everyone involved and get more collectors or people reignited again into the wonderful world of philately. Oh, I'm just so excited. And I asked him if he had any good collections to film, and he goes, I do. Give me a couple of days, I'll find a couple of really good ones. Pardon me. So I can provide him the links to the videos. He can show potential clients of what the stamps are going to look like, and we all get to enjoy them. I think that's the beauty of it all. I tell you, if you've got a collection you want to sell or you want to buy stuff, Philip James, great guy. He's just so honest. And it's funny, you know, I was just talking about him just before he rang. What a serendipity. It's funny how life works, doesn't it? Absolutely funny. The universe, I tell you, you ask the universe and it provides. I'm looking at my stamp book going, these stamps look blurry. I've got my wrong glasses on. Rightio, we're back in 87. I'm not sure the value of these ones really in 87 and that. 89. Oh, 87 still, really. I find it hard, like, there's a bit of damage here. There we go, these are not being filled. We've got spaces. Well, there's one here. Oh, I thought we were only halfway through, but by looks of it, apologies guys, I'm doing this, but there's nothing here. That's just ruined anyway. There's a couple there. I think that's really 90s, a couple of 91s. Oh, that's a nice animal stamp. Deer. Oh, all right, wait a minute. I'm just going to move past some of these ones. Oh, nice bird stamps, Shani. If you haven't been over to Shani's channel yet, great stamp adventure. She's fantastic. She's spends a lot of time on her editing. As you can tell, I don't. I shoot from the hip. I try and give to you me as a real stamp collecting Joe, or stamp collecting Jeff. It's got some little extras there. Don't know why they haven't put them into the correct place. Oh, all right. What are these? Oh, these are these are air stamps, airmail stamps. I wonder how much these. I wonder if they are just. Oh, wait one sec. So this what does me. When you get these Davo albums, they always put the airmails at the back of the book, whereas in Stanley Gibbons they're normally throughout the book. So we'll just have a quick look because I love airmail stamps. The 1 lira blue right here used 24 Australian dollars, 1.5, $66. Hidden fortune, these two. This one down here, 1927, All right, so it's going to take me 2 seconds to find that one. 1927. It's probably going to take me a lot longer. I'm not sure which one that. Oh, this is an overprint. Hold on one sec. Your homework, and I know there's a few of you out there, and just give me an update of what that one is, please. Thank you. Oh, look at that. Oh my God. They look great. I mean, toning is just killing them, but let's just enjoy them for the fact they're beautiful. Look at that. Pegasus. You just, you know, where do you see a Pegasus? Now, none of those are worth anything, unfortunately. The only thing that's going to be worth anything is this one, and there's not there. Wow. They're gorgeous. Well, unfortunately, the rest of the air stamps. Oh, that's nice. Look at that. Getting into that one. 1933. That is beautiful. I love planes. I suppose I could collect all the airmail stamps. Oh, did you know Italy's got Zeppelins as well? 1933 Graf Zeppelin issue. Oh, there we go. They're just here. I just saw them in the book. They're all missing. Used, they're worth a fortune. Wow. That is really nice. I love these two. And there's no way I can find those. I'm looking around for them, but it's just... Oh no, there they are. Air Balbo Transatlantic. No. That is just... What type of aircraft is that? That's what I want to know now. It's killing me now. I want to know what it is. Air, 50 cents or something? No, it's 2 lira. All right, I'm going to turn the camera off for 2 seconds, see if I can find it. It's just too hard for me. I can't find it. I love that stamp. It's over printed PM as well, so it just makes out to be a beautiful stamp. I'll just go in. And again, I'll hit you guys up. You guys are experts out there. Just love the look of that plane. If you know what the plane is too, I thought they'd be able to tell me, but oh my gosh, just beautiful. Anyway, I just love stamps with planes, anything that flies on them. All right, not much more. Oh, that's a nice one too. I can't believe he's missing all these air ones. All right, what's this one? I'm not sure. Oh, there we go. A few more planes. Look at those. Well, must be able to find these ones. Hold on one sec. I found these ones straight away. That one's hidden, highlighted straight away. All really worth about 20p each, except the 25 lira blue. 25 lira blues, $26, $27. And I'm trying to look over the other page because, as you can see, there's a whole heap of stamps there. There you go. There's a 25 lira. So that's a nice expensive one. I thought there might have been a few more of those, but there isn't. Oh, the 50 green is $44. So this one here, oops, so you can see it, this one here is $50 or $44. And I wonder if he's got another one. He does, right there. So he's doubled up. It's quite nice, isn't it? And look at this one. I'm not sure what that orange one is, but it'd have to be the higher price, but it's only... No, that's orange, orange, orange. It's red. I can't read the number on it. 320 red, 35p. All right, it's just 2 of those. They're worth the money. Oh, look at these. Are these planes as well? Are these air? I can't believe it. They look unreal. Don't they look so good? So different. How do they come up with these designs? It's got like the wings on the head and everything. The only one that's really worth it is the 50 lira there. It's worth $8 or £8. And there's one extra on the other page. And then, why is that post? It's like Christian one, isn't it? It's just a bit strange. 100 lira air, and in the SG it's got that too, and 200. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So this one here, right, used is worth $130 Australian, and then this one is $56. That was mint $280. That's insane. So again, you know, these are beautiful. Look at those, like the artwork. I mean, it's the same one repeated, but the plane in them, you know, I love that. The plane is just beautiful in it. See, we just spoilt these ones. And I'm looking in here trying to find where that plane is, and I can't see it in the book. So again, these things are just so hard to find sometimes. SG, Stanley Gibbons, I need more pictures. Why can't I have more pictures? I bet there's a lot more people like me. Anyway, move on. Oh, I can't move that. There we go, it's an envelope. Oh, they've got a lot of copies of that one. And there's another version of it too, look at that. So what is the difference between those and those? What does that mean? Does anyone speak Italian? What does this here mean? 1955. Oh, it's a date, isn't it? It would have been a different print. 1948 to 1955. All right. And this one's overprinted. There we go. Are these really... Oh, look at these. I just love things like that. So there's money all the way through this. It's just insane. Oh. These are what I couldn't find before. I reckon that these might be at the back of the book. What do you think? If you can't find it throughout, it must be at the back of the book. This is what we saw before. Hold on one sec. Right. These are express letter stamps. Isn't that insane? And he's got a whole heap, like, look at it, a whole page full of them, spare. So I suppose you wanted to get your, get your envelope there a lot quicker. Now they're not worth that much. So the 25-cent red, yeah, these are all used. Oh, that's mint. So that's, oh wow, is that mint? $110 Australian. That's insane, rightio. The 50-cent blue, 50-cent red now is $4. There's no blue. The blue is £1 lira. So this 30-cent one's on the next one. That's £4, $8. Oh, there you are. This one here, 125. I can't find. Oh, yeah, blue, 30p. 2 lira. It's not there. £2.5, $12. This one is the $130 Australian. Isn't that insane? And I'm just trying to think of all the copies over there, but yeah, none of the good one that we need. These here, that's an overprint. So I'm just wondering if an overprint is there. So there's a surcharge on that. Surcharge of 60. 25 cents on there. 60 on 50-cent red. It's nothing. It's $5. And these ones here must be the new ones that came out. And they're not really worth anything. This one here is probably worth the most at $9. Oh my gosh. All right, look at this. I wonder, oh, there's more. So they've got, so if you, what you have to do for the, in the Italian album, you got to go to the end of the Italian, of the SG of the Italian. Oh, I found my, that plain stamp. It's worth $7. And the one that was missing is worth $360. So the one back there that I asked you for homework, I've solved it myself. Thank you very much. This one here, the green one, I'm not sure where that one is. 125. That's really pretty, isn't it? I just had to look at that. It's just nice. That one looks pretty cool. It's only $1.30. Look at this one here. Wow. That's just, is that an eagle? No, it's a foot with feathers. Oh, what's that called? It's a Mythal engine. Can't even think now. None of these are really worth that much, or 20p and everything. It goes on and on and on. The one that's worth anything, 30L Violet. That's $4. Mint ones are worth a fair bit. I've looked on the other page. There's no real mint ones hiding. Oh, there's Pegasus. God, see, I love Rome. Oh, this one here. See this purple one here? $56. Wow. And mint, $400. Wow. These 20-cent, 20p each. See, that's just sticking amongst all the 20p stamps. That expensive stamp. Unfortunately, there's not 20 copies on the other side of the page. We could only wish for. Look at those. How nice are those? Not worth anything, 20p each. It's really just a restocking fee. All right, now we're moving on to, I'm not sure what that stands for. Parcel post stamps. I think that's what they, no? Is it newspaper? No? I'm just trying to work what they are out. I think they're parcel post stamps. I really can't see them. Sorry guys, but there's going to be someone smarter than me out there who know exactly what they are. I've seen something that looks a bit like them, but not really. And they're not standing out whatsoever. Unless they're all through it. Wow, look at those. They look great, don't they? And again, these must be back in the thing. Oh, there we go. What's this? Alan Bailey. Oh, aerogram. It's quite nice. Wow. Just heard that Doc Barnes had a mild heart attack. Supposed to be okay, but we'll have to have a lot of easy. Oh, don't like reading other people's letters. There we go. They're not overprinted. That's great. 002. Oh, I just can't see them. I thought I knew where these were. Oh yeah. So 002 and 0020. So that'd be 2 cents, which is, well, it's mint, so it's $5.50. And this one's 20 cents, $4. Oh, look at those, overprinted. They're going to be too hard to find. Oh, look at these. Tax stamps. And again, at the back of the book, this one here is worth a heap. $500 used, but it's not there at all. This one, mint, is $10,000 Australian, or $11,000 Australian, but not there. I don't want to get you all excited. But this one here, I should use this here. This one here, $32. 5 is $2. 10 is 2, 30, 2, 750, 230, $32. Wow. I was going to see if he's got any doubles of those. He hasn't. The one, $54. Wow. Wow, $54. And he's got, oh, see, there's different ones. How do you know which one's which one? I don't know. So you got that one and that version. Well, he's only got that. That's complete. That's a dark. It's got a black figure on there. So I'm thinking that's the one. And then the 5 is 58. No, yeah, $58. Wow, that's amazing. These ones here are a lot cheaper. So 1925. So, well, I'm just guessing they're much cheaper. But he's got quite a few extras over here. He's got 2 of those black ones, though. That's insane. All right, there's a whole, yeah, I know where all these are now. They're very interesting stamps, these ones, aren't they? Surcharge. Oh, this is surcharge 2. So 10, 2. Oh my gosh. $86. $86 for those each. Oh, I can't even see it. Here I am looking at it and I'm thinking you can see it. Sorry guys, $86 each. Again, I know you're just looking at how they are and everything, but this album is worth upwards of, back in the day, and if everything was in perfect order, there'd be 10 grand, but yeah, like, it's not perfect. all these are not worth that much unless there's a 60 cent. Is there a 60? Yes, that one. It's $20 stamp. And the liras, you want the 20 lira? Yes, it's 34 and 12. Nice. And there's no double ups of those, unfortunately. They're the ones worth heaps. Oh, there we go. Now we've just got different ones again. Wow, 10. So it's the next one down. $1.20. Yep, nothing really. That one there's the 20 lira. That's the one worth the most. That's $9. Oh, and then we go down again. Wow. That one might be worth a bit, but oh wow, here we go, we start again. They love their tax stamps, don't they? And I looked at all the prices, and only really a couple at mint are worth anything. The eight, that one there, mint is worth. The rest are all just used. There's a 500 lira. I thought that'd be worth something, but it's not. Wow, 1500 lira. Oh, these look cool. But they must be a bit later in life, are they? They look great. Oh, these are the earlier ones. The pages must be back to front. 50. Oh, 30. Oh, that's mint. Oh, it's worth more. $42. The 50 is used. $32. 175. Holy dooly. $300. That's in perf as well. Wow. $300. This album just keeps giving. Just keeps giving. Wow, a lot of these, see, a lot of them I think they must be joined pairs. I'm not sure, like they're not all joined pairs. So I'm thinking the prices for joined pairs. And I don't know if they have to be joined to get the max. So, oh yeah, so left and half words. So they're about $17, $30 each, or yeah, they're all up all over the place. No, $20. I think it must be $20 for two. The 50-cent orange, if you had both of them at $50. The 10 lira, yeah, we haven't got, oh, this one here. It's $56 for two, but it's only one. So I don't know what the price is for just one. Just down here, this one. Oh my gosh, we've got a whole heap more stamps. Wow. And again now, you're just taking the next level, aren't we? Oh, these are the overprinted ones I saw down there. And, on the 10, what, is that 1 lira, something, 3 lira on the 10? Yeah, 3 lira on the 10. $130 for those. Wow, this is your $200, $300 stamp. We can just go straight down to here. These one here, these two, $74, and this one here is $96, but you only got the one. Wow. Oh my gosh, they keep on going too. Wow. That's insane. Oh yeah, overprinted with an ornament, the device. So the 20 lira, I don't think we've got the 20. Oh yeah, that's a $200 stamp, but it's missing the other side, unfortunately, so it's not worth it. The 10, yeah, that's $110, but it's missing. Wow. This one here, $380, but it's missing one. Wow. You could really just do well on some of these. I never knew these things were worth that much money. I don't think I've really seen them though. None of these, unless they're mint, they're worth anything. There's only a couple. The 4 lira grey is what you're after, mint. Oh, here we're going to get confused now. There's just so many different versions of these. Wow. And then you've got one with a little horse in the middle. How the hell are we going to find that out? Oh yeah, 2,000 lira is $11, but you need both. It's only one. Oh, that's quite nice, isn't it, this one here? I like to keep my videos under an hour, so sorry guys, this is just taken off on its own. Wow. I don't think these are down that way, but they're joined stamps, so I think that's why they're propaganda stamps. Wow. Very cool. Oh. What's this? Occupation. Where will these be kept? How do we find prices out for these? I don't think we're gonna... They just look expensive though, don't they? They look so cool. Italy. Yeah, I can't see them anywhere. This is where the Stanley Gibbon comes a bit unstuck, unfortunately. And I'm not picking on them. I mean, I think they've done an exceptional job up until this point. I just think it just gets a little bit difficult. Oh no, war propaganda stamps. So these war propaganda stamps, they're all listed, but there's just no picture. It's got... I said war propaganda. I don't know where I got that from. And I'm just thinking, like, let's just have a look at, just say, this one here, and that's 25 green Air Force. No, like 25 green Air Force. Yep, that's $46. Army, $46. Navy, oh, it's not there, but what's this one? Army. Militia would be $46. And the brown ones, 96, 96, 96, 96. There you go. Wow, I didn't even think it'd be this much. And then the purple, violet, sorry, 46. So the browns are worth the most. Then 1944, the brown, we'll stick with the brown, is 75 cent. We'll go 75 cent. No, they're 30 cent again. That'd be the same sort of price. That'd be 86. Wow. That's insane. And then what's this one? I don't think I can find these ones. No. Who knows what these are? Allied military postage. Well, Allies use them to post their letters. They're just not in the book anywhere. That's a little bit of a shame, isn't it? And I've had a look and I really, you know, I'm not the greatest at finding these things. I'm the first to admit, but if I can find these things, anyone can find them. Wow, these are all pretty cool. They're overprinted. Oh, my favourite stamps again. But why are they repeating themselves? And this one's got AMG FTT on it. And now we're repeating them again. So they all got overprints. Some have got, oh, that's that. There we go. This, see this little overprint? This is in the SG book. Stamps of Italy, overprinted with T4. So that's that with the writing. So on the 25 cent green is $4. The big one we want is a 50 violet. And that's not going to be there because that's $6,000. But anyway, the rest are not worth that much. Wow. But this one is 50 violet. I wonder how much this one, that's the Republica or whatever, 55 is $4. So really we want this one here, that little red stamp or black stamp on a 50 violet. And I'm just going to zoom out because he's got a whole heap over here. And the 50 violet is not there with that amber looking thing. Oh well, that was a good try. So the early stuff, so the gentleman that collected this back in the day, he did really well on the early stuff. Again, these are all overprinted, I think. So some of these, none of these are worth anything unless we've got the 3L green, 3 lira green, which is, oh, yep, we've got it here. Oh, it's worth $120, but if it's mint, it's only worth 65p. That's okay. This one here is worth the most, $18. And a little, all of those. Wow. He's done really well. Oh, look at these. And look at them all. There's so many of them over there. So they mustn't be worth very much, these ones. I'm only saying that because there's so many on the other page. But these are outlined. 125 green. 90p. And the orange is missing. That's worth money. $28. This one's not worth that. It's not even there anymore. That's it. Oh. There we go. Tax stamps. They're not in order of like the SG catalogue, which is a bit strange. That's the 20 red. And I'm thinking it's the first lot, 1945. So it's either, they're not really worth much unless we've got a 20L. Yeah, we've got a 20L. $34. Or this one's $34. One or the other. All right, and I think we're basically at the end. Couple of nice envelopes. Oh yeah, look at that, post to the Vatican. Very nice. The Vatican does all their own stamps. I'm not even gonna look up these. Some Vatican stamps are worth a pretty penny, which is quite cool. We looked all these up a while back, didn't we? God, I wish my memory was good. I wish I could remember all the prices. Brian is just phenomenal. He can look at something and go, oh, I was just talking to Philip James then, and he said that he found a envelope. It was like, and it had all the miners from Broken Hill sign it back 30, 40 years ago. And Brian was from Broken Hill. And he goes, yeah, I know the guys. I helped organise these envelopes. And Philip James goes, Brian knows so much. Yeah, some of these Vatican stamps are worth a bit of money, but most of these are stuck on pages. How can how can a small place like the Vatican have its own post office? That's what gets me. Just seems very strange. Wow. All right, that's it. That has taken quite a while. Hold on one sec. All right, that's it. If you're still here after all that time, thank you very much. I've just noticed that the lens on my camera has been cracked. So my heart has just dropped. I've had this camera only for a year and it's been amazing. I'm gonna have to go out and buy another one, which is gonna kill me. But anyway, these things have to happen. The problems with being a YouTuber and having to require to get a camera. Anyway, guys, have a great day. Enjoy yourself. I might have to lay back on the videos for a little bit until I can get another one. Anyway, have a great day. That was a great album. Cheers. I tell you what, I am Mr. Overcautious. I put a screen on my camera and it cracked and my screen didn't. I'm thinking I'm up for another $1,000 and my heart dropped through the floor. I'm so glad I am I'm an overprotector. We're all good. I can keep filming. I thought that was the day. I thought that was it. I can't film anymore. I'm going to continue filming. All right, guys. Sorry for shocking you. I shocked myself, but thank God my camera is perfect. The lens is perfect. That album now, like, honestly, wow. That I just can't believe it. Philip Jane's going to give me a couple more albums on Monday. We'll see how they go too. They're going to be phenomenal. But I've got a World War II air collection to go through next, so I want to get through that. All right, guys, have a great day. See ya.